I'm a 31-year veteran of the classroom who has found great joy and meaning in his work. My speaking is an extension of that deeply rewarding sojourn. In October of 2016, one of my former students from the class of 97 by the name of Farah Stack-Shouty, now an esteemed middle school teacher in her own right, called me to ask if I would please consider putting an assembly together for her middle school students. I was deeply honored and asked her if there was a theme that she was looking for. She said that her school was hosting a health day, and because I'd been her health science teacher, that anything related to healthy living would be perfect. And then there's more serious forms of peer pressure, whether to drink, to smoke, to experiment with other drugs, to be sexually active before you're ready, to cheat in school, to ditch school, to not like someone, and the list goes on and on and on. Add to that the constant onslaught that the commercial media is having on your psyche, telling you how to think, how to act, how to feel, and that's a lot of pressure. But I have a secret for you now. The next time you feel the pressure and stress in your life building to the point where you feel like you're being pushed to the brink of your sanity, I'd ask you to pause and ask yourself this question. How do diamonds get to be diamonds? From carbon under tremendous stress and pressure. So when you're in that state, and you're being pushed by this kind of stress in your life, see if you can pause and say to yourself, I'm becoming a diamond. I'm becoming a stronger, better person because of this experience. I'm becoming a diamond. I cannot tell you how many times in my life I've drawn on this visual metaphor when I was in that place. So when I was 17, and I was in love with a girl more than life itself, and she ripped my heart out of my sternum and showed it to me while it was beating and dropped it on the floor and stepped on it, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. And I was lamenting this to my 91-year-old grandmother. And as much as I wish that she just hugged me and said she was sorry, you know what my 91-year-old grandmother said to me? She went, John, you got lots of more tears to cry. As much as I didn't want to hear that, I didn't realize that in that moment, my grandmother was foreshadowing the ultimate truth of human existence. And what is that? Life is difficult. Triple exclamation point. And anybody who tells you it's all polka dots and moonbeams, they're lying. My experience of life has been like the stock market. It goes like this. Hopefully over the long run, you continue evolving and growing toward a better you, but there's gonna be this along the way. You ever seen a printout of someone's heartbeat? It's called an EKG. It looks like this. And what is it? Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. The perfect metaphor for the pulse of life. And by the way, on the subject of broken hearts, I used to tell my students, you have to have your heart broken at least 3 times before you can even call yourself a member of the human race. And every once in a while I have a student pass me in the hall go, Mr. Paragone. The 2 man. I'm like, hang in there, I'm sorry. You're getting human. And as he's walking away, I'm thinking, this guy doesn't know, but he's becoming a diamond. And by the way, speaking of relationships, 2 weeks does not constitute a real relationship. It has to be at least 3, then it's official. Then it's official. We as a society, we celebrate physical strength, which is a great thing to have, but that we rarely, if ever, talk about developing inner strength. And in the history of the human condition, the most important strength that we can possess as we navigate the many challenges that each of us will face over the course of our lives. So my question is this. Why is peer pressure such a powerful influence in all of our lives that literally never goes away? If we can accept the basic psychological premise that all behavior is an attempt to satisfy some basic human need or needs, what needs are being fulfilled when we're willing to change who we are, to contort our own values for the sake of the group? What needs? Needs for belonging, for acceptance, for love. Ladies and gentlemen, we are wired right down to our DNA for connection. Most healthy people will fulfill those needs through family, friends, sports, clubs. Others, by joining gangs, cults, ISIS. All of those are serving the exact same needs. People are just going about fulfilling them in very, very different ways. So here's the magic that happens when we understand the psychology of the human condition. When we understand what's driving and what's motivating us, we can gain greater control, not only over our thoughts, but more importantly, our actions. If there's one message that I hope your students take from this assembly, it's that as human beings, we are the only living creatures on this planet who can, by our conscious will, enhance the quality of our lives, or conversely, we can destroy ourselves, and to guide them to the realization that their every thought and action matters as they navigate their life's path and forge their destinies.